I'm hoping that everything is good right now. I'm not sure because we ran into some issues here. And yeah, I'm hoping everything is good. I don't know honestly though because I've been running into there we go. Finally. Shit. Alright, we're gonna just go ahead and dive right in. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what the hell was going on. Like I'm not gonna lie, Restream been bugging, my recording software been bugging, shit just been bugging the hell out. To everyone that's here, thank you for dropping by. We're about to jump back into your boy's dyslexic ass streaming. Let me go ahead and turn this back on the audio. I mean, for the game. We got 6 chapters we're going to be reading through. I do got the man, the myth, the legend, the GOAT himself, Mr. Forever Koi here with me. I'm about to go ahead and unmute. We also got his little brother on stream right now and all that stuff. Let me know when you do the cartridge, then mode is crazy difficult. Oh, that's my boy DeAndre Generation right there. Matter of fact, let me go ahead over and share this with my boy real quick. And yeah, so yeah, Dibs, we're gonna go ahead do this one episode real quick and get this over with. We pretty much did everything else. We'll be still doing a separate video for the Onsen skin for her, but we're gonna go ahead and dive into this actual story. We got 2 hours and 6 minutes left here. And your boy's freaking exhausted, so hey, I'm hoping I can manage to get through it. I'm hoping I can get through it in an hour and 20 minutes like I did with the last one. With that being said, let's go. Alright. I can't take this anymore. Blade, can't we call it here? No. Stop acting weak. Quit your senses. Quiet your senses. Fix your mind on one thing. I can't do this anymore. With a groan, Liberta lets her body slump limply onto the bench. I don't even know how many hours I've been meditating at this point. This is just torture. Poor torture. You can't endure even this much? I mean, you gotta think about it, bruh. Think about it, Blade. She an idiot. She is kind of an idiot, Blade. I mean, shit. Completely exhausted, Liberta lies there and glances at Blade. Even though the meditation has already continued for 3 hours, Blade's posture shows not the slightest hint of wavering. In contrast, Liberta desperate cutting corners where she could is utterly worn out. I thought meditation would be easy, but I had no idea staying still could be this hard. Shit, really? You thought? Even so, Blade doesn't budge. With her eyes still closed, she merely issues a low warning toward Liberta. I told you, get up. Liberta. But it's been 3 hours already. Can't we take a break? During those 3 hours, you haven't focused for even 10 minutes. In the end, Liberta reluctantly sits back down. Blade, you're no fun, you know that? See, you're ignoring me again. Whatever. I'll just lack off like I did with Ventana. Smiling shyly, Liberta leans close to Blade. Hey, Blade. Focus on your meditation. Come on. Does meditation really only work if it's completely silent? A little conversation should be fine. Doesn't this remind you of our school days back when you were in Kendo Club? Then what about the first day we came to this bathhouse? We were so young back then. You're still fucking young. Or the day you first met Ventana. The way you got pestered by her was so cute. Blade remains unresponsive, as if deaf to Liberta's voice. Shit ain't gonna work, girl. Annoyance flashes across Liberta's face as she looks at the unresponsive Blade. Damn, it's crazy, bro. That is insane. She's just ignoring the fuck out of her. How long are you going to keep ignoring me? How are you going to keep this up, Blade? Alright, let me see. Can I move the chat now? Yeah, it still won't let me move it. Let me see. Oh, there we go. I can move it up. Can I move it over? Hold on, Dibs. I'm trying to get my chat to move to a different window. Let me see. Control Shift. There we go. Give me a sec here. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I might actually have to just move it over, because I just can't move it. Like, the restream chat just doesn't show its it doesn't show its thing. There we go. Now I can move it. Damn, it just won't let me move the damn thing. I might gotta uninstall it and completely reinstall it. I might have to. Hold on one sec. Alright, yep. It's not working. We're just going to use the chat over here. That sucks. Alright, Liberta. Let's go back up here. How long are you going to keep this up, Blade? Liberta. Suddenly, Blade calls her name in a low, icy tone. Take this more seriously. All of this happened because of you. That's irresponsible attitude of yours is unacceptable. Excuse me? It is. It's unacceptable. It really is. It's truly unacceptable, Blade. I mean, truly unacceptable, Ventana. I mean, Liberta, god damn it. I am so freaking tired, Dibs. Holy shit. Huh. Straightening her posture, Liberta lets out an irritated sigh. Well, for the record, I'm pretty upset about what happened too, you know. I only gave them to you because I thought they were something you'd like. I thought they were just eggs, And if I remember correctly, you were pretty happy with my gift. Blade opens her mouth to argue, but Liberta cuts her off, sounding thoroughly wronged. And yet, everyone took your side and blamed me for everything. No one even bothered to listen to me. I have feelings too, you know. And everyone just talks about things only you guys know about. Like what person who's apparently so important to you? What do eggs have to do with that? In the first place, eggs are just eggs. At that moment, Blade, who had kept her eyes closed in meditation the entire time, slowly lifts her eyelids. As soon as Liberta meets her crimson stare, the world catch in her throat. The words catch in her throat. I didn't expect her to react instantly. Was it because I mentioned eggs? So there really is something you aren't telling me, isn't there? Blade, who was kept her mouth shut the entire time, finally lets out a long sigh. I didn't want to talk about this. Before long, her gaze turns towards the distant mountains, peaks half buried in the clouds. Could I guess I don't have a choice but to talk about that person. It's her sister. It's definitely her sister she's talking about. Blade raises from her seat and tosses an egg from the basket up into the air. At the same time, she scabbard hanging at her waist opens the wooden sword, swings free, carving the smooth arc through the air. As soon as the egg stops an eye level, she unleashes a rapid series of swings at it. With a soft thump, the egg lands on a flat of the blade, and shell crumbles away, revealing pure white flesh. Her movement was clean, precise, and utterly flawless. It's impressive no matter how many times I see you do that. Blade gently brushes her fingers over the egg and speaks. This isn't something I taught myself. It's a technique I learned from someone else. There's someone else like you? No, she's not like me. She's far above me, in a place I can't reach. You're a well-known legend of Brown Secondary High School yourself. Brown Secondary High School. So I forgot about that shit. Yeah, Brown School. The prodigy who beat every upperclassman the moment you joined the Kendo Club, and the legendary swordswoman who dominated the national tournament that same year. Faced with Liberta's exaggerated shower of praise, Blade let out a quiet sigh and slowly shakes her head. No, I'm no legend. Those milestones were already claimed by someone else, someone who reached them far earlier than I did. Oh, I did hear about that, but I never really looked into it. So, who is it? It's my older sister. Liberta looks up at Blade, her eyes wide open. Your older sister? Blade, you have a sister? Yes, and she was far greater swordsman than I am. Your sister was a... Wait. She was my sister, my master, and my rival. As Blade's expression darkens, Liberta asks softly, what happened between you two? Blade slowly closes her eyes as the memories of her past come rushing back. Looks like she's completely lost in the past. Liberta's eyes sparkle mischievously, having the perfect chance to escape. I got you now, Blade. Time for me to slip away. Without a sound, Liberta gets to her feet and quietly leaves the bench. Unaware of this, Blade continues her story. I still remember her words. With her eyes closed, Blade recalls the day that person left. That day, too, we were sparring together. Back then, all I cared about was defeating her. In the memories, Blade grips the the sharpened wooden sword, and charges straight at her opponent. Their sparring follows a completely one-sided flow. One person does nothing but attack while the other calmly parries everything. All I want was to win, and all I felt was her hostility, so I trained harder than I ever had, but the result was just as always my defeat. At that moment, one of the wooden swords is knocked away and falls to the floor. I screamed, frustration boiling over, and she just answered softly like she was sad. Why do you refuse to see me as your sister? It's like you see me only as your enemy you have to defeat. Once the sound of the wooden sword comes to a stop, the training hall is filled with suffocating silence. I wanted you to see me not as an enemy or a rival, but simply as your sister. Though the woman's voice is soft and warm, it carries an unmistakable sorrow. I think it's time for me to leave your side. When the day comes that you regain your pure passion for the sword, I'll return to your side again. Lowering her posture, the woman picks up the wooden sword that fell to the floor and places it into Blade's hands. At that moment, Blade opens her eyes. In the palms rests not a wooden sword, but a single egg. Eggs are her favorite. She was the one who told me about this hot spring. She was the one who told me about this hot spring. She was the one who taught me how to peel an egg perfectly. And she was even the one who, when I was very young, taught me how to hold a sword with these hands. All of that still remains, and yet she alone is no longer here. Blade raises the egg in her hands up to her eye. Its pale white flesh glistening in the light. Now you understand what eggs mean to me. Blade finally turns her head towards where Liberta had been. But no one is there. I feel so bad for her. Having fled long ago, only a cold, empty spot remains to greet Blade. Anger tightens Blade's features as she searches the area, yet Liberta is nowhere to be seen. I won't let her off easy if I catch her. Only Blade's tightly restrained, icy voice echoes through the empty corridor. Yeah, Laberta is about to get fucked up, bro. Blade's about to beat her ass, man. Excuse me. The next day, the bathhouse is early. The bathhouse is eerily quiet. Eerily quiet. On top of that, despite it being the time when training should clearly be underway, the training hall is completely empty. Liberta, the very person who is supposed to be undergoing training, is lying sprawled out and killing time in the guest room with barely anyone around. Both of them fell for it more easily than I expected. I was only planning to slack off a little, but if it's this easy to get away completely, it just makes me want to keep ditching everything. This is why we should have just used the easier method. If we did win, wouldn't have to had. If we did, then I wouldn't have to had to go through all this trouble to slack off. And this is why your ass is weak. I should leave the bathhouse on the day Grenadier visits. That's brat probably going to just yap at me all day anyway. Now then, let's see. The day Grenadier said she was coming, was it 2 days from now or 3? As Liberta is trying to remember how many days there are left until Grenadier visits, someone suddenly sneaks their hands into the field of view. If you're going to run, you'd better do it right now. It's Grenadier! Eek! With eyes as cold as ice, Grenadier stares down at Liberta, who's now drained of color. Behind her, the expressions on Ventana's and Blade's faces are equally twisted with displeasure. Why do you all look so scary? Because you're being a total jerk. To those who are here, please consider leaving a like and leaving a follow for your boy over in Discord. Over on Twitch, if you're following me there. You. Not only are you refusing to take responsibility for what you did, but you're now just acting however you please, huh? Yeah, that's how she's always been now. Hold on, let me see what happened. Are we still live? Yeah, we still live. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that it didn't freeze up on me here. Sorry, Dibs. Didn't you say you wouldn't go back on your word? Liberta backs away, retreating from Grenadier, who is angrily snapping at her. This is exactly why kids these days are hopeless. You should at least keep the promise you make yourself. Okay, stop nagging me.
Nagaraga, supreme.
Liberta dashes over to Ventana and ducks behind her. Ventana, you'll stick up for me, right? I mean, it's not like I did nothing, right? I even worked up a sweat. That can't really be called training, Ventana. Ventana suddenly shoves Liberta's shoulder aside. I was trying hard because I wanted you to do well, but you kept lying to me instead. From now on, I won't trust a single thing you say. Ventana's unusually firm response leaves Liberta stunned. Ah, shit. Hey, you fucked up. And she fucked up. Damn shame. She fucked it up for herself. Soon, Liberta's gaze turns to Blade, silently asking for help, but Blade only lets out a quiet sigh. Meanwhile, Grenadier glares at Liberta with eyes sharp enough to devour her. That's it. I'm going to personally watch you at all times. If you leave the birds yokai unattended any longer, we could end up having to shut the hot springs down entirely. Do you still not get it? How much damage has happened because of you before you came to your senses?
Stop it.
Hearing that, Liberta tightly furrows her brow. Everyone keeps pushing this like it's all my fault. On top of that, they keep forcing me to do something I already said I hate. And it's not like there's no other option. At that moment, something Grenadier had said brushes through Liberta's mind. At least this way is the safest. There's actually one way to boost your power all at once, but you're not going to like it. What there is? Why didn't you tell me sooner? Because you're not going to like it. I told you you're not going to like it. Just put your focus on training. Without realizing it, Liberta lets out a dissatisfied voice. Why do you... Oh, is it full range? I hope it's not full range. Give me a minute here, Dibs. I think it's full range and it shouldn't be. No, it's not. Okay. Why do I have to go through all this suffering anyway? Are you seriously saying that? Didn't you say there was another method? If there's a way to solve everything in one fell swoop, why should I force myself through training I don't even want to do? The moment she brings up the other method, Grenadier's expression slowly stiffens. I told you it's not a method you'd be happy with. Look, bruh, if she's willing to do it, let her fucking do it. Let her ass do it. Just let her fucking do it. How am I supposed to accept that when you won't even explain what this other method is? Ventana and Blade, who have been listening, also voiced their doubt. Come to think of it, we haven't heard either. What exactly is this other method? Do you know, Blade Senpai? No, but judging by how certain she's been, how cautious she's been about it, I just assumed it was dangerous. I don't care. Anything's better than going through this hellish training. The question goes unanswered as Grenadier stays silent until she finally opens her mouth, her face set with a grim resolve. Liberta, are you sure you won't regret this? You can't change your mind halfway through this time. Liberta's answers with a quickly serious yes expression. I won't regret it, I swear. I answer. Damn. Alright, 3 more. A short while later, Grenadier announces the preparations are complete and leads everyone up to the attic. In the attic sits an unfamiliar object. What's that supposed to be? Upon closer inspection, it turns out to be a jar. A jar. The jar is massive enough for a person to fit inside, and its surface is plastered with talismans, giving it a suspicious look. What else could it be? This is the other method I mentioned. That huge jar is? How are you even supposed to use it? Grenadier taps the talismans stuck on the jar as she continues speaking. It's quite simple. The contents of this jar has the ability to amplify the power of anything that comes into contact with it. Depending on your potential, it could easily double or triple your power. Hold on, what exactly is inside it? You're better not knowing. You expect me to jump into that jar while having no idea what's inside? Bet you might as well just fucking do it. At this point, just do it. After letting out a long sigh, Grenadier steps closer to Liberta. This is the only option we have left. You know that too, so why are you trying to back out now? You're the one who said you'd rather die than undergo training. Either accept the training or get in the jar. You have only one choice. But still, I'm getting an ominous feeling from that jar. There's not something weird inside there, is it? Only I really hate gross and painful things. Liberta hesitantly opens her mouth, carefully watching Grenadier's reaction. Could I just go back to training instead? I promise, I'll take it seriously this time. Can't you pick a lane and stick with it? You're so frustrating. Then at least explain what's inside the jar and what awful thing is going to happen to me first. How am I supposed to cooperate when you won't even tell me that? Liberta snaps back in irritated tone. You don't want me to get scared and end up bolting, do you? After staying silent for a while, Grenadier finally speaks with a exhausted expression. Fine, forget it. I'm tired of trying to find a method that suits you. Stunned at the sudden declaration, everyone stares at Grenadier. Forget it. You just said there was no other way to solve this. Grenadier continues, her lips getting jutting out in a pout. It's not like there's absolutely no other way. I can't extract the Yoma from you and put them into someone stronger than you, like Blade or Ventana. What? You can't do that. You can't do that. Liberta falling for Grenadier's provocation. Sorry, Dibs. Goddamn. Provocation. Preflectly shouts. Oh, perfectly shouts back with a face flushed bright red. I am so tired. Oh my god. The Yoma is mine. I won't let you take them. Since when were they yours? Honestly, I almost pity the Yoma being crammed into a vessel no larger than a fingernail. Must be miserable. But still, the Yoma chose my body. I'm not going to hand them over willingly. Damn. Whatever. I can take them even without your cooperation. Grenadier lets out an obvious sigh and walks towards Liberta. Blade having grabbed Grenadier intent adds a remark on her own. I believed I'd be a better choice than Ventana. I've kept up with martial training, so I would never be swept by pleasure like Liberta. Damn. Blade, not you too. In the end, Liberta has no choice but to move towards the jar. Fine, I'll do it. With her face burning red in anger, Liberta stands before the mouth of the jar. Do you think I can't handle it? I hesitate once, and you think that means you can take my Yoma? Not a chance. Just stand there and watch. Oh, damn. Sticking out her tongue, Liberta slips her body into the open jar, and at that moment, Grenadier smiles slyly. Ventana approaches Grenadier and whispers in a voice Liberta can't hear. If you could really extract the Yoma, why'd you leave her alone like that until... Oh, that... Oh shit, here we go. Oh shit, here we go with the kinky shit. Liberta dangles her legs inside the cold, clammy jar. Looking at Grenadier with openly amused expression. I was lying. The Yoma soul has already been absorbed into Liberta. I can't extract it even if I wanted to. A suspicious sound from the jar suddenly gives way to movement, and something grabs Liberta's ankles from inside. And wait, there really is something in there. Did you trick Liberta into getting into a dangerous jar? Hey, what do you make? Wait. What do you take me for? I guarantee it's safe. Damn, I'm fucking up a lot. I am really tired. It just feels a little unpleasant for the person experiencing it. Soon, whatever is gripping Liberta's ankle crawls up her skin and wraps itself around her body. Covered in moist slime, it gently strokes and keys her body, as if trying to loosen her tension. Before long, Liberta's expression visibly crumbles. Hold on. What are you? Where do you think you're touching? It's because the things wrapping around her body had suddenly changed their movement. At that same time, the dark red demonic energy beginning to flicker across the jar's exterior. Liberta's face radiates rapidly, her color spreading all the way to her neck, while her body shudders at in irregular intervals. Are you sure this is safe? It is just one of the steps to infusing power. Just wait. The ritual will be over soon. No. The dark red demonic energy quickly blankets the outside of the jar and begins pouring into Liberta's body before she can resist. The tension in Liberta's trembling fingertips begins to loosen, her strength steadily seeping out of them. Her head falls with a heavy thud, and from beneath it, an unfamiliar liquid begins to drip steadily. Did it succeed or fail? Even Grenadier seems uncertain as she looks at Liberta. Only then do the three of them rush towards the jar. Yo, it sounds like she fell and bust her fucking head because of her. Beyond the three of their word gazes, Liberta hangs limp, as if she's lost consciousness. But before anyone can speak, Liberta lifts her head. This is... her crimson eyes shimmer with a radiant light, and her faintly twisted expression is shocked in pleasure. It's soaked in pleasure. Her cheeks still flush with heat, look more vibrant than ever. Much better than I thought. Ooh, an ecstatic refreshing length bursts from Ventana, then Liberta. I feel so light, like I could fly, and I'm brimming with energy. She's okay, right? If you're asking about her mental state, I doubt it. Could you help me out of this jar now? I feel like all the strength was drained from my body. With the three's help, Liberta is able to climb out of the jar. Then she takes off her yukata, which is a mess from unknown slime, and changes into a fresh clothes that were prepared in advance. Liberta then turns her head to everyone and shouts enthusiastically, "Okay, let's go. It's time to chase that yokai away." It worked, right? She certainly looks like she's overwhelming with strength. I can feel an amorous flow of demonic energy coming from Liberta. Something on a scale that can't even be compared to before. This might have actually been the right call, even though I don't want to admit it. But why are you so elated? Anyone else would be recoiling from what they just went through. It's contrast. Oh man, I'm tired. In contrast to Grenadier's sour look, Liberta positively gleaming with delight as she cups her reddened cheeks. It was absolutely horrifying when it first grabbed my ankle, but then the way it stroked and kneaded like a massage with just the right amount of pressure. It was scorching hot, yet the way its sticky fluid touched me felt almost tender. And when the power started surging into me, the sensation was so intense that I unintentionally let out a scream. Oh my god. That kind of pleasure wasn't bad at all. In fact, I'd happily go through it again. Oh god. I think I might even be addicted. Oh, stop talking. It feels like you're dirtying my brain. You're dirtying my brain, damn. Oh man, so bad. So fucking bad. It's so fucking bad. This is why I don't want to get involved with you. The group of four head towards the outdoor bath, where the baby birds have made their nest. As expected, the baby birds have grown larger and are now running through the wrecked hot spring grounds. When Liberta's group steps into the space, the yokai's behavior shifts immediately, as if mocking the humans who've yielded the space to the yokai, they begin to trample and destroy the hot spring even more violently. They're acting like they own the place. I like that smile. Sporting a confident smile, Liberta reaches her hand out towards them. Unfortunately for you, I'm not feeling merciful anymore. Go on, cry for your mommy again. Let's hear it. Soon the demonic energy engulfs the yokai. The yokai who've lost command of their own bodies come to the sudden stop, though a few among them don't stop immediately. Thanks to a few baby birds that start crying out first, the hot spring is thrown into chaos. So it begins. It'll show itself soon. There, I can feel its brace. I can feel it. Brace yourselves, or you'll get swept away. Sure enough, sorry, Dave. Sure enough, they soon hear the sound of beating wings coming from above. Damn, I am really tired. I haven't slept in like 24 hours, Dibs. When they look up, a bird with golden feathers is hurtling straight toward them. Liberta raises her a firm hand, signaling the others to stay behind her. I'm more than strong enough on my own. Stand back and let me handle it. What? Even if you've gotten stronger, that's still reckless. How do you expect to take that on by yourself? Oh. Before long, a violent gust sweeps across the hot spring as the mother bird lands directly in front of them, beating its wings with fierce force. Anything that manages to stand is quickly trampled by blown aside, leaving everyone fighting to remain upright. Yet the group of four alone face the gale head on and hold their ground. It's still just as powerful as before. Liberta alone might not be enough. Yeah, we should support her as well. In that moment, Liberta's crimson eyes gleam through the raging wind. Everyone keeps underestimating me. I am Liberta, the vessel of Yoma. A yokai like this is a child. It's child's play for me. It's a child to play? It's child's play to me. Okay. Standing in the middle of the storms of gusts that would have knocked any other human off their feet, Liberta calmly rises to her hands. I've been under quite a bit of stress because of you for days now, and honestly, I'm starting to get tired of it. I'll have to ask you to leave now. The scarlet demonic energy rippling about her. Soon circular flow of air forms around Liberta, and the mother bird's attacks are helplessly deflected away. The current of air grows larger and more intense, pulling in even the sloshing hot water, and the shattered, then the shattered furnishings on the ground. Hey, wait. Everything's getting blown away. Control your output, you idiot. As Liberta unleashes as Liberta's power surfaces even what the yokai anticipated, the mother bird visibly falters in confusion. As she watches the mother bird in one last desperate struggle, Liberta presses her palms together. How pathetic. At that instant, the gathered power erupts outward like a blade. Struck head on by the surge of demonic energy, the mother bird's eyes are instantly stained a dark red. Both the yokais within moments of raging winds fall. Hot spring quickly comes to a halt. Liberta was completely seized. Has seized control of the mother bird's body. Do yourself a favor and never step into my territory again. As if responding to her command, the mother bird lets out a long cry and takes flight, beating its massive wings. The baby birds follow her in unison. Then everything that was being held aloft by Liberta's unleashing her form scattered about. Objects to the hot spring water, comes crashing down like rain. Grenadier, Ventana, and Blade, who had been carried into the air, are sent flying back to the ground as well. Ouch! Oh! At least be gentle when you drop us. Whew. That was easier than I expected. Liberta watches the birds fly off into the distance and wipes the wetness from her cheeks with her sleeves. They won't be coming back anytime soon. And even if they do, they'll have to bow their heads before me. Liberta basks in her own overwhelming victory. Alright, one chapter left. Let's go. It's almost done. What time is it? Okay, I got time. She turns toward the others with a proud smile, but the reactions from the onlookers aren't what she was expecting. Only then does Liberta sense that something is off, her eyes widening as she looks around. The outdoor hot spring is quite literally devastated. Hot spring water is splashed everywhere, leaving the bath empty and the ground soaked in muddy. The hot spring equipment as well as the plants and gardens used in the surrounding landscaping are also in such disarray that, that they're beyond saving. Excuse me, Debs, I'm so sorry. Shit. The expressions of people standing amid the scene of utter chaos are far from cheerful. What in the world? Oh, heavenly gods. The Onsen owner, who rushed out at full speed after hearing the sound out the baths collapsing, is just as shocked. She sinks to her knees, her face drained of color. Blade looks towards the egg boiling spring with a heavy expression, staring at the spoiled and slightly cracked eggs. She lets out a pained sigh. The spring won't be usable for a while. Meanwhile, Grenadier is scrunching up her face, pinching her nose shut. Your demonic energy smells awful. You really need to learn how to control your power. You didn't have to scatter your demonic energy everywhere. You like this. Shouldn't everyone be praising me? I dealt with the huge mother bird yokai, didn't I? At the moment, Ventana grabs Liberta's shoulders as she's protesting indignantly. A faint, excited flush color her face as her eyes remain fixed on Liberta. Liberta, that was amazing. I see you in a whole new light. You didn't hesitate at all. You stood up to that massive yokai and overwhelmed it with raw power. I know, right? Ventana, you really know how to judge people. Still, you know. Wouldn't you be perfect with just a bit more training? Not that again. Absolutely not. In that first place, I was never trying to get stronger. I just wanted this headache dealt with so I could finally take it easy again. And you all. Liberta points excessively at the people voicing their complaints. Her face dyed with irritation. Don't dismiss everyone's efforts. I solved the problem, didn't I? That's what matters. Stop standing around with those sour looks. Seriously, this is the thanks I get for all that hard work. See if I ever put effort in again. However, just as Liberta turns her back in a huff, a pitiful voice stops her. Liberta, where do you think you're going? You need to clean up your mess. I really want to drop everything and run away right now. A short while later, the once empty hot spring began to grow noisy and rowdy. Liberta's voice, thick with irritation, rings out loudest. Why am I the one being made to suffer like this? I'm the hero who saved this hot spring, so why am I being made to clean it too? Seriously, can you keep it down? Do you think you're the only one who's annoyed? we just make the yokai do it? That would make things way easier. Thanks to your swooning demonic energy everywhere, the hot spring is now a disaster zone. Any yokai that enter this place will be corrupted. Seriously, do you not use your brain at all? Are you trying to start another yokai catastrophe like the great full moon fiasco? You idiot! You're so noisy. Oh my god, yo, these images are so pretty. Liberta, Grenadier, Ventana, Blade, all gathered closely together outside cleaning the filthy hot spring. They were tasked with scrubbing and wiping down baths tainted by demonic energy, repairing the hot spring equipment, and landscaping. Are you two just going to keep fighting? Grenadier, don't be so hard on Liberta. True that she went through the most. Ventana, you really are the only one on my side. And once you get more training, your control will improve too. I'm really looking forward to seeing how you grow, Liberta. Hold on, I never agreed to more training. At the moment, Blade starts poking Ventana in the back with the tip of her wooden sword. Quick slacking. Keep your hands moving. Blade, you're not one to talk. You've done nothing but polish eggs for hours now. Then Liberta points at the basket of eggs. Blade immediately pulls it tightly into her arms. I can't help it whenever I look at eggs. Yeah, I know. Your excuse already. You were about to say they remind you of that person, right? I simply carry out what must be done. Wait, Liberta, did Blade Senpai tell you about her past? Of course, it's something that I can never forget. That you can never forget. And never should. Blade, you really brainwashed Ventana pretty thoroughly. Soon after, Blade goes right back to scolding Liberta for slacking off again. Liberta, your hands aren't moving. Why are you on my case like this? I'm trying my best here, you know. Honestly, do we even need to help her clean up this mess? If we keep helping her with everything, Liberta will never learn her lesson. I guess that's true. Then maybe we should stop here. Come on, don't be stingy. Help me. Give me some credit. I saved the day, didn't I? And yet here I am, reduced to handling this pathetic cleanup job. Blade cuts off Liberta's whining with a cold voice. Credit, you have nothing of the sort. That's right. You were the one who caused this mess and couldn't handle it by yourself. Stop blaming everything on me. You're all so mean. Why won't anyone take my side? Liberta's tearful cry echoes across the snowy mountains. Pure white snow in vibrant, pale yellow and red feathers coat the ground of this unique bathhouse shared by humans and yokai. Though for someone it may have been a dreadful day with no reward, the bathhouse regains its peace in its conclusion of the bird yokai hatching incident. That said, this piece is too early. This piece too is only temporary. As for what type of commotion will arise next, no one can possibly know. Damn. God damn. Wow. I'm not gonna lie. After she saved everybody, they should have just dropped it. I get it. Yo, what's up?
I'm playing this game called Biomutant. I attacked one person. They said I went from level 1 to level 100.
Damn, you said from level 1 to 100.
This Weemar shit ain't no joke.
Yeah, it isn't. It really isn't. Wow. So yeah, I really think they should have laid off her though, Dibs. Like, god damn, she did help everybody. She helped out a lot there. So I mean, but I do understand why people were mad too. So shit. I get it. 200 and I think 260. Yeah.
It's good to have a little brother. My little brother over here playing Dokkan for me. Got it.
Alright there, that should do
Got
it.
So I should know when you attack.
Mm-hmm. 20 left, so one.
You have no comment?
Huh?
I said it's good to have a little brother. My little brother over here playing Dokkan for me.
That's funny. Alright, so there we go. We have managed to complete the entire event. Like I said, I wanted to before it ended. Dibs, can't even tell you how exhausted your boy is. I will work on the video for the for my review for her prestige skin at another time, because woo man, it ain't happening right now. It is not happening right now. Your boy needs to get some type of rush, because I am what did he say? What did he just say? All I know is your boy is exhausted, Dibs. 100% tired. But I think I am going to go ahead and this off here. Man, I am happy. I will post the videos on the battle and stuff a bit later and all, as well as my review for Blade and all that stuff, explaining what she does and how she works and all that stuff as well. So stay tuned for that. With that, Dibs, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoy seeing your boy stutter and dyslexic as fuck while I went through this story mode. I really did enjoy the story personally, though. I really did. Let me know what you guys think and your opinions on what you think is going to happen next with the Onsen. Also, I am going to be posting the previous events I've done involving this storyline. So stay tuned for that. and all that. But yeah, as always, please consider leaving a like, subscribing to the channel, turn on post notifications and all that good stuff, as well as going over to Twitch if you want to follow your boy over there. Be sure to go check out all my social media and my link tree down below, such as my Facebook community and gaming page, Twitch, Twitter, Tumblr, Trovo, IG, Discord, and TikTok. Over on Discord, you can suggest games to avoid any content you want to see on my channel or my other social media, as well as if you're interested in joining our Brown Dust Guild, you can go over there and get the role for Brown Dust, and go up there while you're there, get the role for the guild as well, and all dibs, so you can just have access to the guild chat and all that good stuff as well. Also, be sure to check out all Brown Dust content in the description down below as well, such as, you know, their Facebook community page, their X, as well as their Discord servers that's down below as well, dibs. You can also find direct links to all versions of the games down there, such as the mobile version for iPhone, Android, and the one for PC. And with that being said, remember, fun is an infinite destination. May your hearts be your guiding key, and I will see you dudes in the next Brown Dust 2 video. And remember, them jiggle figures are most definitely key. I love you guys. Good fucking night. Deuces.